From Software releases a new trailer for upcoming Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. In this footage we see new scenes from the game. With Tokyo Game Show 2018 happening this week, further reveals could be just around the corner. The trailer features wall jumping and hidden passages. We also get to see some new enemies and bosses that the lone wolf will face. A new spear weapon is introduced for the prosthetic arm, which has not been shown before. The footage shows some of the bosses, which range from a dangerous giant beast and even a foe brandishing claws as their main weapon. Fextralife will be there at this year's Tokyo Game Show, bringing you all the latest news and reveals, so be sure to check out fextralife.com to get all the latest news. During Sony Interactive Entertainment's pre-Tokyo Game Show PlayStation lineup tour, they have us gearing up of what's to come. One of the announcements included Cygames' JRPG Project Awakening. While the title had been shown behind closed doors before to the press, it's the first time that the public has been able to see Project Awakening. The trailer does its very best to captivate us with this new world of beasts and a knight-like hero who looks to be taking on the monster one-on-one. The game sets to include cutting-edge graphics and will introduce a fresh approach to the world of fantasy RPGs. The final scene hints at another giant foe in the distance, who has devilish horns that walks upright and carries a spear. The crystals that appear on the natural environment start to spread like a virus, and shows that this being has some sort of supernatural ability. There will be some more details coming our way for Project Awakening during Tokyo Game Show 2018. The developer Deck 13 of action RPG The Surge are releasing a Wild West themed DLC for the sci-fi Souls-like. The new expansion takes place deep in the Creo facilities, an abandoned quality assurance lab created to research new tech with no boundaries. It's here where Warren will undergo Dr. Rishbota's dangerous test chambers that seem to be influenced by a Wild West TV show. Players will fight through the crazy doctor's training rooms and use them to put together 4 of the 16 insane modifiers for a chance to increase your rewards. You will come face to face with one of the challenges at the end of each stage straight from the training room scenario. These challenges will be geared with 30 new unique equipment items such as armor, weapons, and implants that you can gain for yourself. New gear includes El Capitan leg gear and Los Muertos styled set. The Surge's upcoming DLC The Good, the Bad, and the Augmented will be releasing on PS4, Xbox One, and PC on October 2nd, 2018. Sony Interactive Entertainment's PlayStation lineup tour for Tokyo Game Show 2018 revealed a Square Enix title currently called Project Prelude Rune, an RPG that is set in a scenic fantasy world. A title that will be coming to PS4 upon release reveals a trailer that shares stunning mountain scenes. While not revealing much about the story, the trailer does show a swordsman gazing off into the distance in light armor. Project Prelude Rune was announced back in 2017 by Square Enix and its developer Studio Iztolia. The project will be directed by Hideo Baba, the former producer of the Tales series for Bandai Namco. Project Prelude Rune is to launch on PS4, but no news as of yet of its release window. Digital Sun released the Shopkeeper RPG earlier this year, but it will be making its way to a new platform, Nintendo Switch, in November. While Moonlighter doesn't follow the traditional action RPG recipe, it puts its own unique spin on the genre. Players will manage their own shop by day and then explore the dangers that lurk at night, taking on dungeons and monsters. Moonlighter received its first big update a couple of months ago. The developers have not announced whether the Switch version will also be receiving the updated content. Moonlighter is now available to play on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and will be heading to Nintendo Switch in November 2018. The role-playing game The Last Remnant was recently removed from Steam. The reason now is clear, as it has been announced it will be remastered for the PlayStation 4 platform. The Last Remnant was a RPG originally released on the Xbox 360 back in 2008, which was followed by PS3 and PC. Square Enix will be giving the game a facelift using Unreal Engine 4 for this tactical combat game. Players will battle to save their war-torn country in a bleak dark fantasy using the collection of mysterious runes called Remnants. The Last Remnant Remaster will be released exclusively for PlayStation 4 on December 6th for $19.99. Blizzard's first title is making its way to the Nintendo Switch platform. Diablo III Eternal Collection includes the base game The Reaper of Souls expansion, as well as Rise of the Necromancer. All updates will be included since the launch of the original Diablo III game. Players will also be able to play together locally with up to 4 players with multiple Switch devices, as well as online co-op. Switch players will be getting some new Zelda cosmetic items which will be an exclusive to the console hybrid. Diablo III is currently available to play on PC, Xbox One, PS4 and will be arriving on the Nintendo Switch this November 2nd, 2018. The collection is available for pre-order for $59.99, which includes Kuko Companion, Triforce Portrait Frame and Transmog set featuring Ganondorf's armor. Nintendo announced in their latest Nintendo Direct that Ubisoft's action RPG, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, would be coming to Nintendo Switch for Japan. However, it will be in the form of a cloud-based game and an exclusive for Japan. While this isn't the first time Nintendo Switch has received a cloud version of the game, back in May Resident Evil Biohazard also launched with a cloud version on the Switch, but it was only for the Japanese market. That was with 180 days of gameplay pricing system, allowing you to play for that period of time and save files on the cloud rather than on the device itself. It may be possible to play the game outside of Japan, but unless you're in Japan you may receive a lot of lag. Assassin's Creed Odyssey will launch on PS4, Xbox One and PC on October 5th, with Nintendo Switch exclusively in Japan on the same day. Nintendo have been sharing a few announcements during this month's Nintendo Direct. This includes Square Enix and their most popular franchise, Final Fantasy. Direct announced that Final Fantasy XV Pocket Edition is now available on the Switch, with World of Final Fantasy Maxima joining the hybrid later this year on November 6th. A further announcement of Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon will release this winter, and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered will release in 2019. That's quite a slew of Final Fantasy titles, but it seems Nintendo were not done with the releases. Next year in 2019, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X and XII, The Zodiac Age will be coming to the Switch as well. But it's not only the Switch that will be receiving these titles, Xbox One will be also gaining these games with the exception of Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon and Crystal Chronicles Remastered. Well, that's it for the Week in the Wikis. Please join us again next week for yet another great week of gaming. Remember to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and Bunny writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks again for being part of this great community. Keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and vids, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger of the army of the Fexers grows.